Hey guys, so I've built something that I think is very cool and is going to be super useful to some players. First off, I did build it on a server. It's darkhome.net PvP. I'm an admin on that server, so on my free time I can kind of have some fun if there's something to do. So I've built with one of the other admins who is, let me actually turn this up. There you go. His name is Disturbed90. Okay, so you've got your brewing stand here, which has water bottles in it. And let's say you want to make a regen potion. Press the button, wait some time. You'll have another word pop in, and then your gas tier pops in here, which queues up. And so now let's say you wanted to add some effects. You could just go over here, type splash, or hit splash, and then gunpowder will appear in there eventually. There it goes. So now basically once that's done, all you gotta do is wait, it'll make the potion. So let's hurry that up, we'll take that out. Actually, we can let that one go through. And so you've got speed, health, strength, fire resistance, regen, poison. And then over here you can add glowstone, which increases the strength, add redstone, which makes it longer, gunpowder, which makes it a splash potion, or add a fermented spider eye, which will change either poison or healing into a harming potion. So that's almost done. So now you've got a splash potion to regen, and then when you take them out, it fills itself back up. So the one downside to this is that it is pretty big. I haven't really thought about making it smaller yet, but I think you can get the concept just by seeing what I did, and I'll give you a brief tutorial. So we come out here, we can see what it is. And it's actually not too complicated. So what you've got here is you've got all the different materials. Here you've got gas tiers, hoppers, and then at the end you've got the nether warts. And then here these four are the different effects you can add to the potions. Okay, so here behind each of these torches is a button. So let's say we're using this one. This comes through, it'll turn this off, turn this on, which I'll come back to later. Go through here and turn this one on. As you can see, every single one, no matter which one you press, goes onto this line. This line does is it lets off a short pulse here. This is a monostable, and then it lets just one nether wart out of here. So that's the nether wart. So no matter what you do, it lets one nether wart out into there. And then from there, sorry, that's my phone. From there, it comes down here, and it activates every single one of these repeaters, except as you can see, none of them do anything yet. And so now I'll show you how this all works. So again, we're using this one. So this one turns on, comes over here. You can follow the line. Sorry about that. And the line goes over here into an RS NOR latch. And an RS NOR latch is like a one-way T flip-flop, I guess. I'll show you what it does in a minute. So you turn this on, and then it flips the switch. So this one turns on, this one turns off, turns that torch on, at which point it comes down here, and it pushes that piston up just in time for this repeater to get turned on, and then it turns this one on. And I'll show you all of this happening if I can get it, because it happens really quickly. So then this comes over here, it resets the RS NOR latch switch, so it comes back to this position, which then leads this line back over here, and then this line is this one, and then that will let just one glistering melon for a healing potion go through. So I'll show you, I know what I can do. can bring this out over here so I can show you what I'm doing, or what it's doing, rather. Throw that there, and we'll throw another one of those there, just cause I feel like it. And we'll get a button, which I'm gonna throw right here. Alright, so hopefully you'll be able to see what this does. Now this is going on the middle one. So what you're going to want to watch is you're going to want to watch this line here, which is going to come back. You know, I'll do it a couple times so I can show you each part. And I'll even add a delay so I can, oh, excuse me. So that I can get to where I want to show you. Alright, so I'll show you this part over here. So you press that. You can see how that happens. You see how this went on for a second? That means another where it went through. So now I'm just going to go clear the stuff out of here. Clear that, and clear that. Okay. Sorry for the small GUI, I just don't want the chat getting in the way. Alright, so now we're going to look at this line. Hopefully you can see the RS NOR latch and this part. Alright, so this is going to flip-flop. See that flip-flops? And that piston, I don't know if you saw it, but the piston came up for just a second. I'll press it again so you can see the piston. See, there it goes, and now that pulse can turn on. And that lets that through. So hopefully you understand that. And I'll give a tutorial on how to do the different components of each thing. Let's get that out of there. I'm used to middle button being the big block, but I switched computers so I could record. Alright, so I'll show you an RS NOR latch now. So you have a block here, block there, torch, torch, and then I need redstone. So that turns that torch off. So now you've got two inputs here, there and there. So turning this one on will do nothing. But then when you apply a pulse here, it switches it over, and now this one does nothing. So then you need to turn this one on to reset it. And that's an RS NOR latch. It's pretty simple. It's also really useful for a lot of different mechanics. There's an inverter, which I would hope you know it if you're looking at this video. Basically, pulse is off here, pulse is on there, turn it off. Pulse is on here, pulse is off there. Or current, rather. And then over here, this is the extras or effects that you add to the potion. Basically, just turns on, sends a pulse over there. Except there's another monostable circuit here, which is it shortens the pulse. So I'll show you how to build one of those. It's really simple. Put block there, repeater on 3 ticks. This goes here. That's your output. This torch. Torch here. And then there you go. So now when you turn this one on, I'll get a line coming out of here to show you. No matter what the pulse length is, you see that turns on for a second. Here, I'll show you again. Look at that far line. This one right there. Whoops. Turns on for just a second. What that does is that makes sure that only one can get through. Let's see. I think that's all you need to know. And then this one here, this is pretty self-explanatory. It's just a block. And then this changes how long you want the delay to be. It's another type of monostable circuit. So basically, this one should be longer than this one, effectively. So what happens is this turns this on, and this one goes off first so that the pulse goes through. This one interrupts the pulse, this turns off, comes back. So let's just do that real quick. So the pulse just went on very quickly. That should be it. Maybe I'll go through hoppers real quick. We'll grab a hopper. Oh my god. Ah, I'm floating. What's going on? Okay. Basically, take a hopper, we'll take a chest. You've got a chest and a hopper on top. Whoa, I can't place it. Oh, let's unvanish. There we go. And if you put items in here, we'll put some glistering melons, they'll flow through another in the chest. But if you power the hopper and you put some, let's say, nether warts in there, nothing's going to go through. It's just going to stay like that. Which is a pretty big principle for this building. I know that it is really big, but it isn't incredibly resource heavy. I mean, it's a lot of redstone and it's a lot of blocks, basically. I mean, you can just use dirt for this if you were in a survival world. It's, I don't know, it took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours to build with someone else, but that was also figuring out how to work. There was a lot of trial and error. So yeah, I'll show you how the bottles refill. Basically, it's just, there's your brewing stand right there. This is filled with water bottles. We got stacks of water bottles in here, which is a multiplier tool, but you can just fill those up with water bottles however you want it. And so, thanks for watching. I hope you understood what I was talking about and figured out how it worked, because I know it is pretty complicated. See ya. Thank you.